Hi guys, we will start differently today. I want you to close your eyes and imagine your ancestors. You don't have to go so that far in time. Let's say we are talking about your grandfather, so maybe father a bit. Also imagine his co-workers, his friends, especially his friends from work. Putting back one thing, because I think it was pretty popular at that time, putting cigarettes from the plan. Do you think they were healthy? I think they were. Do you think their food was healthy? Because I think it was. Do you think our food is really healthy? Do you think that what we are eating, what most of our population is eating, especially in these modern countries that are well developed and people there are living fair quality life, do you think that the food we are really consuming is good for us? Or is it worse and more harmful than it was 100 years ago? Because I think that it is way more harmful now. And you may not even see this way, but I think that most of problems you are struggling with right now come fully or partially from the things you're eating. I know how it sounds, but take me seriously. I found a couple of things, a couple of problems that you may have I would like to solve that are directly bound to the things that we are eating on a daily basis. Maybe not all of you. Maybe some of you already gone further than most of the community are. Not community. All of the people are. You are eating healthier, you are eating better. But you may still not be aware or be aware but yet haven't implemented the changes into your diet. One of the most harmful things I found that is pretty obvious. You probably know what I will tell you about. Sugar. Sugar is messing up your whole body. It's messing up your mind and especially your body by messing up your testosterone. And by spiking up insulin, bringing the testosterone down, because that's how it works. When one goes up, the other has to go down. So with low testosterone, there come severe problems like lack of widely set masculinity, problems in building muscle, and so going to the gym and making progress there, and also problems with being a competitive man, because you need to be a competitive man these times for you to succeed. Yet, when you lack testosterone, you will be lazy, unmotivated, and not willing to do the job that is crucial for you to proceed in your life and be able to achieve success over time. The other thing that is messing you up are carbohydrates. And of course, not fully, and also it depends on your goals. But if your goals are about to be productive, to start a business or do something like that, to study successfully, get to a university or stay at the university and get a certain degree, I don't know. Your problems with focus, lack of energy, or being sluggish, or not willing and or not even able to be productive may come out of you eating too much carbs, which after being proceeded in your body get your mind into thinking that it's that full that you can't work properly. You are not in the mood of being maybe not hungry, but it isn't that of a bad word for it. You being hungry makes it easier for you to focus on your job. when you feel completely full, especially so after eating carbs, your body will respond in a way that you don't have to work because you are full. So you've worked for what you needed, even though you still have a lot of work to do for your success. Third thing would be problems with lack of your self-confidence, some insecurities, and lack of possibilities even to strike up some social interactions coming from your looks, especially from your body. What I mean about it, your body fat. Where do you think your body fat comes from? From the bad diet, especially from eating fast foods and also sugar. It's where it comes here. Eating sugar makes your body store body fat. And when you develop a fatty body, you find it way harder to be comfortable in social situations, you feel insecure all the time, and it messes up your mental health also. So another kinds of problems that are messed up by your diet. I hope you see my point. Another things, and here I can't even tell you the exact good examples because of how many of them there are. Chemicals that are in the processed foods, especially those packed ones, which everything is packed right now. If you go and look at the label at the back, there will be, even in something that shouldn't be complicated, I don't know, imagine you reading the label of, I don't know, cottage cheese. You'd expect there to be, I don't know, milk, salt, stuff like that, something natural. And there you would find E something, E and a couple of numbers, a lot of things you don't understand, extra aces, and also sugar, because in most of things that are packed right now, even though there should not be sugar there, there is sugar there. I once decided to eat, it was like, it could be called a cheat meal, but I wasn't proud of eating it after. I found some packed tortillas in my fridge, so I ate them. But before I ate them, I checked the label. There was almost 17 grams of sugar in it. In like salty tortillas. They weren't meant to be sweet, and still they had a lot of sugar. Because sugar is addictive. So when the company wants you to buy more of their food, they put sugar in. So be aware. And that's the topic of the video. Do you think that 100 years ago, people would find sugar in 90% of things they could buy in the grocery shop? Do you really think it looked like that already? No, because that food wasn't processed. Now when it's processed, it's very easy to put sugar there. And a lot of chemicals that have various and mostly harmful effects on your body. And also, another thing, lack of motivation in life, anxiety and lack of focus, not being able to do your job, may be related to your problems with dopamine. Those problems come from you spiking up dopamine, and when it goes down, because I've already explained it a couple of months ago, when dopamine goes up, it has to go down and it goes lower than it was before. So the baseline lowers. And how to spike up dopamine easily? With food. You eating food that is extremely tasty, so sugary foods, fast foods, sweets, anything like that. Especially when they are not healthy for you. And fast foods and sugary foods are definitely not healthy for you. Not looking at dopamine, but extra, while looking at the topic, you mess up your health in one way, and also you mess up your dopamine, so you mess up your health in the other way. Those are really harmful things. I know that you want to eat them, I understand your struggle. I'm still not very progressed on my journey to self-improvement. So I know your struggle. I still struggle with the same problems a lot, but I want you to understand those and try to be better than you are right now. Try to eat better than you eat right now. Do you really think that all of those problems have no bond to your food, to your diet? And do you really think that it always was like that? That people 100 years ago, 200 years ago, were eating their food from their times and still getting the same problems even though it was way healthier? Definitely not. What food do you think our ancestors ate? Those from primal times, those from thousands of years ago. It was very simple, it was unprocessed, it was single ingredient dishes. That's a good thing to implement in your life. Do things from one ingredient and not processed. Do your dishes, do your food from one ingredient. So I don't know, put chicken breast, potatoes. Those are solo ingredients, yeah, and some vegetables. I don't know, carrot maybe, or a broccoli. Do it some like tasty, of course. But those are single ingredients and they are not processed, so they are healthier for you. This I can't say that they are completely healthy because that chicken would be probably packed in plastic and that broccoli, rice, when it developed, would be treated with pesticides, but those are things still harmful for you. But it would be like focusing on the name of the YouTube channel while not recording a video for a month. It's not as huge problem as those main ones, like eating sugary foods and fast foods and processed foods. These three are the ones that I want you to avoid as much as you can. That's like my advice for you today. Eat as closely to what as you are able to how your ancestors ate. Those from a couple of hundreds of years ago. You don't have to fully go to primal mode with your diet. And make it step by step improvement so we can get closer and closer to what their diet would look like and get rid of as much of modern inventions in your diet as you can. So now make those changes and make your way to a better future.